every single person that is invested right now in BHP will mention this, the fact that they are looking to make that play for Oz Minerals. Maybe it goes ahead, maybe it doesn't. But do you think that potentially they could overpay for that asset? And then this is a story we've seen many times play out for BHP.
Yes, of course. The biggest risk for BHP for shareholders is overpaying for an asset. And if they miss this one, there's plenty more going forward. There's just so much cash in there, and hence that's why the multiple is obviously so compelling and low. And peak earnings for the cycle, for the current cycle for the next 10 years, look to be behind us for fiscal 22. But these are still a lot of cash being spun out and a lot of potential, spin-off dividends for investors and that M&A activity. Remember, just to oversimplify it, we are BHP, Rio and Fortescue in that order in the portfolio. That's how we'd rank them. And we see revenue slowly coming off from these record levels in fiscal 25. But these multiples are just so compelling. It is strong cash flow. There is an M&A risk, of course, with BHP. But we still look at, if I was a tactical TAA overlay or DAA overlay to asset allocation models from a pension fund, and I'm not, after the unforgiving correction of commodities in the June quarter, I'll be looking at buying commodities at this quarter, 1 year forward from just a recovery on that play.
You don't think Rio has more upside than BHP? Because everything that BHP wants to do right now, because they're basically trying to rebuild what they hived off via South 32. Rio is already pretty strong at it, especially when it comes to copper and what Oyu Tolgoi couldn't produce. So just...
And that's why Rio is in the top 10 and BHP in the top 5, and for those reasons. But it's a judgment call that they'll get this M&A activity right for BHP, and both BHP and Rio and Fortescue are very well placed for the decarbonisation play. I think that's they're going extra lengths and more work to be done on that, and they're a key part of their transition and of what is still required: coke and coal and bulks, as well as obviously metals and copper being one of those that is very important.